Hello everyone, Namaste and welcome to yet another episode of Aloukik, the journey within. There are some people who also think that, he is just satisfied in something too less. My standards are high. Man is a social animal. We all need people. Love life has a different significance. And I'm just so unsatisfied with the way the outcome is coming. One of my favorite Bollywood films, it's called Piku. It's emotional, it's mental, it's physical. My name is Devdatta Potnis and Aloukik is my effort to try and understand everyday spirituality, rather bring spirituality into our everyday lives. On this channel, we keep talking about different concepts in life and their spiritual significance. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about a very, very important concept, satisfaction. So first, let's understand what is satisfaction. By definition, it means contentment, which means being happy with whatever you have, whoever you are, which means just being okay, not as a compromise, but out of choice. Being happy with everything that's around you, that's within you, that's with you. Now, that is a really important and difficult stage to reach. And the path is not that easy. We need to try and find out ways that help us reach there better, faster, and in a more efficient manner so that the life in general gets better. Before we go any further, let's talk about the different stages of satisfaction. Now, satisfaction is a very all-encompassing kind of a terminology. There are various definitions to it in a spiritual context. People have their opinions. Let me, by the way, give a disclaimer once again. All that is going on this channel are my personal opinions. It's a chronicle of my personal experiences, the benefits that I have had out of the spiritual journey, and my assessment of that, and then my initiative to put it out together. I'm not trying to force my opinions on anyone. So please take note. So coming back to the different stages of satisfaction. Now what I did is I researched a little bit in terms of, obviously it's a word every one of us knows. We all have an opinion about satisfaction. There are some people who also think that, he is just satisfied in something too less. My standards are high. So everyone has their own definition. But if we have to broadly break down satisfaction into different categories or other sources, so I did a little bit of thinking, how do I put it? And let's see what are the types under which I have classified satisfaction. First is your relationship with the loved ones, parents, friends, your colleagues. All of those relationships in some way satisfy us. Don't you know the saying, man is a social animal. We all need people. So these relationships drive a certain amount of joy, happiness, enjoyment, companionship, fun, and hence satisfaction. Next up, I think, is any kind of satisfaction from the work or job satisfaction. It could be a young child securing A plus in a particular test. It could be someone getting a super appraisal. It could be a client testimonial. It's essentially some kind of a validation of our work that gives us this kind of satisfaction. It's a very important satisfaction in life. The next category, I think, would be satisfaction from physical health or any kind of health related condition. The way we look, the way we are able to accomplish a certain task. I could climb a certain mountain. I could dance really well and I got praised for it. Compliments about your looks, those kind of joys that come in, that's satisfaction coming out of the physical health. It's very, very important. We all need it. That little chip on the shoulder, ego massage, whatever you want to call it, all of that comes from here. It can be attributed to this particular aspect. So guys, like I said earlier, from different sources, I have checked out a few things and this is how I have assessed satisfaction or the need for satisfaction in human life. And I think the next one on my list is satisfaction coming out of your love life. Now, this category, I think, is a subset of the first one where we talked about satisfaction from relationships, but love life has a different significance. Conjugal bliss, the soulmates, there's so much said about that. We all need that one person who we have for the rest of our life, right? So this satisfaction, because it's emotional, it's mental, it's physical, and it completes you in a way. Hence, this satisfaction is very, very important. And then I would say the last or the ultimate degree of satisfaction is some sort of a spiritual satisfaction. Not religious, spiritual. It's something that comes from within. All the others, whether it is your all kinds of material satisfactions, if I may call them, appreciation of your physical beauty, companionship of a friend, promotion at a job, all of those, all of those come from external factors. An experience that you've never had, your first trip to an exotic location, all of those have external dependencies. But there is one satisfaction that comes in straight from here, from within, and that is spiritual satisfaction. And you know what? When you're filled inside with spiritual satisfaction, nothing else matters. Because we can never control the circumstances that are thrown upon us, that are thrust upon us. All we can choose to do right is to deal with them in the right way. And to be able to deal with that contentment of the heart is very, very important. Hence, spiritual satisfaction. I want to give you a small example in this regard. My team and I have been shooting this video for quite some time right now. Today of all days, ironically, has been a day where we've had every kind of obstacle. In the middle of a shot, a helicopter goes by. In the middle of a shot, a vehicle goes by. In the middle of the shot, someone from inside is waving at me. And I'm just like so unsatisfied with the way the outcome is coming. Ironically, I am shooting about satisfaction. That's the beauty of life. It's unpredictable. So we might as well equip ourselves with enough goodness within that the predictability of our good behavior is going to insulate us from the unpredictable nonsense. One other example, guys, that I could think of in this regard. So this really close friend of mine has a t-shirt which reads Sukhi Atma, which is the Hindi translation for satisfied soul. So I was chatting with him and we got talking in terms of what really is satisfaction and stuff like that. So we had this little chat, back in the day when we were in the college days, during the college days, we didn't have enough money. We would go and eat on the street side restaurants with very less money, but still be so happy, feel the immense amount of joy of the food that we've had in a few bucks. And now, when we go to expensive restaurants, pay really through our nose, but just don't feel satisfied. The food is gorgeous, it's beautiful. A lot of times it's even tasty, even in 5-star restaurants. But still, the feeling that this food is going to give me the joy is coming with the companionship, the friendship, the people who are with, and not necessarily the plate of food that's, say, costing a few $100s. That realization and that very understanding is the basis of satisfaction. Source of satisfaction is what we'll talk about now. I think the ultimate source of satisfaction is when you are happy with who you are, how you are. Not all of us are born with the chiseled, beautiful bodies. Not all of us are born with silver spoons in our mouths. But how we deal with it and what we make of it and how we cope up, accept the way we exactly are, is what will make us satisfied. So we just saw that satisfaction is the cornerstone for moksha, or the ultimate liberation in life. The soul's transfer into the next realm. There's a very interesting example from one of my favorite Bollywood films. It's called Piku. It's a father-daughter story in which the father is complaining about constipation throughout the film. And then at the pre-climax, during the pre-climax, he lives his dream life. He wants to visit his hometown. He does all the things he would have done earlier. He cycles around the city, blah, blah, blah. And that night, his constipation is solved. And the next morning, he dies. The soul passes away. It's so beautifully shown over there because he's actually satisfied all the desires of his soul. Constipation in that film is a metaphor for what life really is all about. And he's moved on to the next realm. Satisfaction that's why necessary, because it is helping us evolve and move into the next situation. So that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it satisfying, if I may say so. Well, we had to undergo a lot while shooting this one, and I hope the outcome's nice for you. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Let me know in your comments what you thought about the video. Let me know what kind of content would you like us to cover. Keep watching Aloukik, the journey within. Keep connecting with your own self, understanding yourself better. You'll understand the world better. Stay happy, stay blessed. Namaste.